Hey Jeenies, it's Jeenies. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I just wanted to actually come in here and have a quick chit chat because there's like a conversation that keeps coming up recently, and I feel like a lot of people are experiencing it, but it's just something that I've just noticed keeps popping up, even in conversations to do with me and my friends, or like I was watching a podcast the other day and it kept coming up in conversation. So I'm like, do you know what? I feel like I'm being picked to speak on it. I don't know. But yeah, before I get into it, please subscribe if you're new here. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently. I love you guys so much. And yeah, I'm so happy that we hit 100 subs. Like, I know it's a small milestone, but I'm super grateful, because if you've been here for a minute, you'll know I've been trying to reach that for a while. I'm trying to stay organic. Like, as much as I'm trying to put out content that, you know, people actually want to see and stuff, I'm started YouTube because I just enjoy videoing and I enjoy making content and I enjoy documenting like my journey. So it was less about me doing this because I wanted something from it, and more because it's actually something I enjoy doing. So the fact that I'm reaching these little milestones for myself, it's quite an achievement, I must say. But yeah, make sure you do subscribe, like and comment. Let me know what you want to see on my channel, or if I've done something you already like, let me know so I can continue to make content that will bring you back here on my channel. So yeah, I've definitely realized, and I probably mentioned this in a video recently, but 'tis the season to isolate. Okay, don't shoot the messenger, but 'tis the season to isolate. I don't know what it is about that period of time before you level up and before you like start just reaping all of the blessings and the fruits of your labor, and before things start getting really good for you, there's always this period of time where you just isolate. And I feel like God does this because we've proven time and time again that we are incapable at this point in our lives, we are incapable of gaining the discipline and gaining the like consistency and the drive that we need in order to get to that next step. We're unable to do that whilst being around distractions, or maybe the company that we keep at the moment. So he isolates us, and I'm not mad at it at all. And I'm actually realizing these last couple of days that I'm just spending more and more time with myself, and I'm falling in love with myself all over again. Now, this isn't to say that I didn't love myself at any time recently, but my self-love definitely wasn't where I'm used to it being. And yeah, I've just noticed that I'm just craving alone time. Like, I'm craving like just pouring into my own cup. I feel like I got into such a habit of filling up my cup with a drizzle of water, then you know someone just dash it out straight away without even giving myself any of the work, giving myself any of the water that I just filled my cup up with, because I've poured it into somebody else or something else. So this time I'm really recognizing that, okay, I need to fill my cup up to the brim, overflowing with goodness and self-love and just all of these amazing things, so that the next time that I am able to pour, I don't feel like, oh, I'm giving my last, or I'm giving something that I'm not even gonna have any left for myself. And that's really the chapter that I'm in. But I've noticed, the reason why I wanted to speak about this is because I've noticed with doing that, when you have peers that, and this isn't directed to anybody, okay, I've just noticed something, like with my own friends, or just when I'm watching like podcasts and stuff. When you are somebody who only operates well when being around other energies or other characters or other like people in general, you find it hard to understand that somebody who's by themselves majority of the time isn't lonely, and that they're just alone, and there's probably a good enough reason why they're alone. Like, I've had to, you know, reassure a lot of people in my life, especially since moving from the UK over to Canada. I've had to do a lot of reassuring, which is understandable, just to say, like, you know, if I don't answer my phone this week, it's not because I hate you or because I've forgotten about you. It's because I've got bills to pay. It's because I've got work to do. It's because my mental health's not doing great, and I, you know, the time that I do have outside of working or outside of doing whatever I'm doing, kind of want to spend it by myself right now. Sometimes I don't even have the mental capacity to even put that message across, and I'll find myself like saying to people like, oh, like they'll be like, oh, you haven't called me, you haven't texted me, you haven't da-da-da-da. Like, call me, da-da, I miss you. And I'm like, yeah, I miss you too, don't worry, I'm good, I hope you're good, but I need a minute, like I'm overstimulated, like, and that all comes with needing to just have a moment to yourself. And like, for some reason, I'm not sure if it's because I'm turning into an introvert the older I get, but I definitely think that it has a lot to do with I only know how to get my shit together when I'm by myself. Like, I don't think I've experienced getting my shit together whilst being in a relationship, or whilst being like really close to a group of friends, or like, I don't think I've experienced that. I've always, you can ask any of my close friends, any of my exes, whenever I get to a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm not happy with my quality of life right now, I'm not happy with the way things are going, whenever I get to that point in my life, I'm like, nah, everyone's got to go, I need to lock in. And I don't cut people off, but I distance myself. I let my phone ring off the hook. I ain't answering no calls. In order for me to get up for the gym in the morning, I need to be by myself. I need to be, I mean, me and my best friend used to go gym together, but like, when I'm really locking in, like, I just work very well by myself. And that's why I'm really enjoying this season of isolation for myself. I used to feel really guilty for not being able to show up for other people, because that's like my way of showing love and showing that I care, is always being there and being this bubbly person, being this extrovert, being this hyperactive, like, just ball of energy. That's what people are used to me being like. Now in this season, the energy that I do have, like, is getting put into other things, and I think it can get mistaken for maybe me not wanting to speak to people anymore, or maybe me not like being interested in said person, or maybe me not making an effort with my friends. And you know, while that might be somewhat the case, it's like, I just only know how to get my shit together when I isolate, and maybe that's something that I need to work on. But I was saying all this to say, don't feel guilty if you are in a season of isolation. It doesn't mean you're lonely. In order to fall in love with yourself, you need to be able to spend enough time by yourself without being influenced by other souls and other energies and other characteristics. I literally have a ball in my living room, playing music, dancing around in the evenings. I don't need to drink alcohol. I don't need to go out and spend a load of money. This was my only purchase today, and it's made me very happy. And yeah, just being able to like focus and be in tunnel vision and just like completely just fall in love with myself all over again. I really needed that. So here's to the season of isolation and not feeling guilty about it, and here's to reminding yourself that the people that are maybe taking it a little bit personal, people that don't understand this season and are just, you know, taking everything to heart with you not, you know, maybe showing up as much as you usually do, it will all make sense, okay, friends and family and peers and boyfriends and girlfriends and everybody else. it will all make sense soon. When people see you glowing and they see you smiling and laughing and, you know, just seeing you so put together, when they see that version of you, it's gonna make sense. Oh, okay, that's why she was, oh, I get it now. It's gonna make sense. It might not make sense right now. It might not even make sense to you right now why you're spending all this time alone, but trust me, it will. And I guess the only like a downside of spending so much time alone, which my mum said to me the other day, she was like, oh, you're just spending so much time alone that when you do like start to speak to people, you're getting like irritated quite quickly. And I feel like that's just because when you heal so much, you really start to see a lot of things in people that aren't healed, and it can become quite irritating. And also you just get very like overstimulated quickly because you're just used to this level of noise, and then it suddenly going like this. Of course it's going to become a little overwhelming, but I appreciate all my friends and all my family, and I love them very much. Slowly but surely, you know, we'll be back outside and back available. I'll be able to contribute to, you know, everything that I usually do with my friends and stuff. I'll be able to be that girl for everybody again. But for now, this is about me. For now, I'm getting my shit together. I don't care what that looks like to anybody else. Quite frankly, not going to be apologizing or feeling sorry or feeling guilty, because I've got to do what I've got to do, you know. And yeah, just don't feel guilty if you are in a season of isolation. It's all going to make sense to people soon. Just keep going, you got this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. TTYL.